you can recognize that riff in 6 Notes, you might know that that is a new song from Howard Jones, and Howard Jones is who we're talking about this week on Teenage Kicks. He grew up in a UK right after the punk scene, but he was a better trained musician than most of the punks and the post-punks. He really grew up with a love affair of Stevie Wonder, of Keith Emerson, and then was inspired by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. And if you think about it, if you kind of roll those all together, you might come with an approximation of Howard Jones's skills as a songwriter, as a keyboardist, and as a musician. He had a couple of huge hits in the mid-1980s, has sold millions and millions of records. Now here's a few facts about Howard Jones. His parents ran his fan club for him. Even when he was a big star, his parents continued to answer his mail for him back in the day. He worked with Phil Collins on a version of No One Is to Blame. This is the time when Phil Collins was like one of the biggest pop stars in the world, but Phil took a huge liking to Howard and played drums and sang and helped produce that track. He performed at Live Aid. He toured with a mime. The mime's name was Jed, performing his songs in his, I guess you'd say, band. He also, when the hits dried up, he started writing for other people, and on the side, he ran a vegetarian restaurant in London. He began his music comeback in the early 2000s. He went out on the road in 2001 as a keyboardist for Ringo's All-Stars, playing with Ringo Starr, and he's still touring and releasing music to this day. So we're featuring Howard Jones this week on Teenage Kicks. All right, we're going to try a little new song from Howard Jones here. This is a song to all my friends. They take the challenge to their hearts, challenging preconceived ideas, saying goodbye to long-standing fears. Well, don't crack up, bend your brain, see both sides, throw off your mental chains. Howard Jones, that's the new song. At this point, it's a 35-year-old new song, but that's what it's called. New song for Teenage Kicks here on The Current.